Oh, wow. Isn't that wonderful? Hey, what's up? Let me greet everybody real quick before I get into this. This is going to be another shorty. Geworden haar doe dog all the way to the bang versus Los Bonjour mes amis, kedo babuni konnichiwa. Ni hao ni ama sani bonani John Borbai gani assalamu alaikum shalom. Kumusta ka, kumusta po kayo, talafalava soy fu. All right, so I wanted to do this one real quick. All right, because this is some stuff that I noticed. All right, and so it's kind of like a little sermon, um, because y'all got to recognize that what the B Dub is offering us is not much. All right, but not much to the good. But when we are looking at what she is offering us as potential risk, brothers, we are in trouble if you hook up, get with any of them long-term basis. All right. There's a lot of B dubs that are traveling to these areas, thinking that men are going to pick them up over the local population. We've seen this before when Charles Tyler was interviewing a B dub on the beach, and she was just going off at the mouth, proving why we left the United States. All right. And when he was trying to explain no why, the point of the matter was no one was talking to her. She went down to Brazil and she expected the Afro men to be diving all over on her and getting all up in her face because she's in Brazil. And she's like, oh, there's a group of Afro dudes and stuff. So surely I could get some attention from them. But nope, nope, did not happen that way. And there's a reason it didn't happen that way. And this is one of the failings of the B Dub. It didn't happen that way because the brothers went to Brazil to get away from them. See, this was around the 2016 time frame, and and brothers were already getting sick. The B Dub didn't heed the warnings. We tried conversation, we tried everything. And only after we decide to leave are they now saying, oh, we want you, we need you, but to stop the bleeding. They're only saying that to stop the bleeding. All right, I want y'all to understand this. All right, they're only saying it to stop the bleeding. So, what are our options? Well, we've been doing them, and it's caught everybody off guard and by surprise, especially them. All right, and so I want y'all to pay attention to this, is because now comes the pleading and everything, and it's going to be false. Because while they are pleading, at the same time, they are still going on shows and saying to everybody else, F them, we ain't giving up nothing. So when you got the majority of the population that you hear saying F them, let them go, it ruins it for all the rest of them. See, nobody tried to hold them accountable. And many of the elder black women and all the rest just galvanized around the wickedness with one voice. And see, the Afro men paid attention to that, how they galvanized the wickedness with one voice. The Afro men didn't look primarily at what women were saying. We looked at the negative women, but what we did was we went down into the comment section to look to see how many people they had. All right. And when you have all the women that wishes the deletion of Afro men and children, Afro children, especially if they're boys, then you go and look in the comment section and you see that they have hundreds of thousands of views, maybe millions when you add up all of them. All right, that's a problem. That's a problem. When we go out, we hear it again. We can't talk to family members. We can't talk to loved ones. If they're female, they're going to toe the same line. We don't really need you. They could be in dire need and they would say, you're worthless. We don't need you. Here's the thing. The irony of the whole thing, they will call the men that worked hard, got a passport, could jump on a plane and go and stay in a place for a minute. They will call them broke. Oh, you just mad. You just broke, right? But they wanted us to spend that $1,000 plane ticket on them on one meal while they laugh in our face and go to the next dude and do the same thing to him. And then worse yet, you got the simps. But they're going to be collateral damage as everything hits. All right. So basically, at the end of the day, what do they have to offer? Remember, I'm the one that posed this question: what do Black women bring to the table? When I was talking about the university, when I said take their degree off the table, take the money off the table, and take the coochie off the table, what do they bring? You see, the reason why I said take those three things off the table, because a man that has his SH together don't need a woman with a degree. A job needs a woman with a degree. All right. A man that has his SH together don't need her money. And coochie is the easiest thing to get. All right. Now you got a lot of people trying to shame people, saying, "Oh, you need to pay for it out." And so basically, you can say I have game, but the what a game is lying to somebody. Manipulation. Game is the art of manipulation. When you look at what these dudes say, I don't pay them nothing. I don't tell them nothing. I ain't doing nothing for them. And they giving it to me for free because I got game. All right. So that's manipulating. But the women that fall for it are the ones that like to be manipulated. All right. So it is what it is. But here is the thing right here. We are now witnessing the true nature as it is revealed. Because the more angry they get, and you understand this about money, money exacerbates who you really are. If you're a bad person, you're going to have worse problems, and the money is going to be the tool. If you're a good person, you're going to do good with it, and the money is going to be the tool. When people drinks get rid of the inhibitions and show who you really are. The other thing that indicate the type of character you have is how you conduct yourself when you're angry. All right. And they are truly angry to a visceral point where now they are outright lying on Afro men. Now, I want you to pay attention to the type of lies. The type of lies that they're trying to paint the Afro men with is the type of lies that will get you in the pen. And when you get in the pen, they will beat you under the pen. Those kind of lies. Like going after little ones. Those kind of lies. Now, we're accustomed to this lying on Afro men from the B-Dub, from the 911 calls. Okay? The hypocrisy in all of this, right? So when we say dangerous, why would you mess with somebody that when they get angry, they're going to paint you with the worst thing that they think could do the most damage to you? All right. They're not going to be sorry about it. They're only going to be sorry they got caught. And at the end of the day, they destroy your name, your finances, your ability to work, and everything else. All because they got angry. See, when I say count the cost analysis that Afro men now must take anytime he gets involved with a BW on any time short or long term, right? It's not worth it to walk on eggshells. Leave that for the hustlers, simps, and pimps. If you're a decent man, life is better outside the United States. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm saying it's better because you're not going to risk your life over nothing. Now, if you go out to the bars, yeah, right. If you go out to the bars, but if you keep yourself straight, you'll do all right. Right? If you don't get drunk right? If you don't let yourself be swindled by women because they show you a little booty, then you'll be all right. All right. We have to be stronger minded, but the risk is not worth it. All right. We have to count the cost. We have to look at the probabilities based on current behavior. And when we see that we got hundreds of thousands of them calling us pedos and all the rest of that stuff and trying to paint us with such a heinous brush, we don't need to be messing with them for any period of time. If it ain't your family, it ain't worth it. With that said, I'm out.